I'd also like to welcome Anshuman Magazine Chairman and Managing Director, CBRE South Asia, to really zero in on the real estate sector and REITs in particular and what this budget has delivered on that front. Mr. Magazine, let's start off with REITs and what the government's done, and hopefully now, with the last sort of chink or hurdle out of the way, India can see REITs flourish much more. You assess it first for us.
Yes, this is a great news. As you know, the REIT was announced, but not a single company came forward to form a REIT, thanks to the DDT, which has been removed. Still have to read the fine print. I hope there is no limitations, etc. But in case, if there is no other limitation, this will encourage people to come out and set up the REIT structure. It's not, people don't understand. This is a big step. This will not only mobilize a lot of funding, will also bring in more transparency in the real estate sector. A huge amount of domestic as well as international funding will come into this. So this is definitely a positive move, and I hope now sooner than later the REITs will be formed, and it will be a game changer for the real estate industry.
But I mean, would you agree that this was literally the last hurdle, Mr. Magazine? So now we can see them roll out. We haven't seen a single REIT in India, though the framework has been in place for a while now. So do you expect, immediate action on the ground?
I do. Largely, it was the last hurdle, except that there are certain things which which is at the state level. For example, the stamp duties. When you transfer assets from one structure to a REIT structure, will they be at taxation? So those things are at state level. But certainly at the central level, this was the last hurdle. And I do, because a lot of companies who have been preparing to get into a REIT structure. So if everything goes well, I do expect a REIT to come in sooner than later, because a lot of companies have done their homework, and now, of course, they'll have to see, read like I said, the fine print and get going. And it will. And in today's situation, when there is liquidity shortage in the development business and in the real estate industry, I expect the REITs to come sooner than we expect.
Okay, beyond REITs, for the real estate space per se, what else is noteworthy?
Another thing which is really noteworthy is rental housing. One of the things which does not get enough credit is that we always talk about low-cost housing, people buying housing. But one of the ways to reduce housing shortages to rent houses. A lot of talk had been done in the past, but this is the first time really by giving exemption from 24,000 to 60,000 rupees on a tax if you're renting an apartment or a house. It will really encourage more people to rent. There are thousands and thousands of houses which are lying vacant, because the person who's bought it, he does not, he doesn't want to take a chance because of Rent Control Act, etc. So those have improved. Now they're proper contracts, so they do feel more comfortable renting. And now with this tax exemption, I'm sure more people would come in rent houses. And this is definitely one of the ways to not only reduce shortage of houses, but also encourage more investment to housing, because there'll be a rental market, and a lot of the vacancy in the housing will be taken up. So that was a great move. Other one, of course, is I would say special economic zone. A lot of the IT companies and companies who are in special economic zones were a bit apprehensive about sort of a rumor of a sunset clause of 2017 coming for SEZs. I think this budget is cleared to 2020. So that's a big positive, although the expectation was that there should not be a sunset clause, but at least it's not 2017. So I don't know if it's really good, but it is better than the rumor of 2017. Also, one of the major steps the government can take today is to create consumption, improve demand in housing, and for that they need to get in low-cost, long-term funding, both for the consumers as well as developers. So one step was to reduce the cost of loan. As you know, it's mentioned about if a house is not more than 50 lakhs and the loan is 35 lakhs, you get exemption. Right. I think that's a good move. Hopefully, that will reduce the cost of borrowing and will encourage people to buy houses. Although I would say much more is required to really stimulate consumption, but this is at least one step towards that direction.
Okay, Mr. Magazine, we're going to leave it at that. Thanks very much for joining us this afternoon, and we look forward to more detailed analysis post-budget day.